Oh my god, I'm running so late. Move all the way over. Okay. Now I just got to pull up the thing. Twitch. Warhammer has commercials now. That fucking sucks. That actually may be really bad. I may actually have to subscribe to make sure a commercial doesn't come up. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and sub just so I don't get interrupted. Oh, hello. Oh, God. This is not good. I'm running so far behind. Is the music like really weird on purpose? Okay, how do I screen share? Is Twitch purposely doing weird music, or am I crazy? Or like, are my headphones broken? How do I... Media slot. Okay. I think this is what I want. No. Discard change. How the fuck do I... Oh, shit. I don't remember how to do this. Banner. Brand. Dude, well, no, I don't know how to get the visuals on the screen. Edit layout. No. Oh, I see. Share screen.
Championship.
Aha!
Folks that attended
Aha!
the narrative and the championship from all over the world. I've already got to see this. It's
Okay.
thing for here.
Can y'all hear it?
Now. Yeah, we've just run.
Do y'all hear the show?
The people who are in attendance. This is the World Championship, so we've got 400 of the best Warhammer players in the world who've all won GT events around the world. We've come together to kind of find the ultimate Warhammer champion and compete for their country as well. We've also got the Warhammer 40,000 Grand Narrative, which is a huge immersive.
Yes, you can hear it. Excellent.
I think there's a good few hundred players in attendance for that, so we had a packed room full of excited Warhammer fans, and they all kind of enjoyed the stuff we've got to show them. And now we get to share it with the rest of you as well, which is really cool, very exciting.
For some fucking stupid reason, I thought the reveal show was in like 2 hours.
See us, but let's actually jump right into this.
Yeah, well, before we do, there's a few things we always do first. I know you're excited, but we have to ask people where they're tuning in from. That's like the best bit, right? They've got to. People love kind of posting pictures of the flags, so let us know where you're tuning in from, guys. Let us know if you're doing any Warhammer.
Delay longer, Eddie. Delay longer.
Get people kind of
keep delaying.
Excited. And if you've got any kind of predictions or anything you want to see, do please let us know what you're looking forward to seeing, which game system you're excited for.
And how well you did at the trivia.
And how well you did at the trivia. I got them all right.
Hold the line!
Obviously. But I did write some of the quiz, so I had a slight advantage in this.
That was so cool. I was actually playing along as we were about to go live. That was awesome.
And then do that.
Okay, so obviously we don't want to be waiting around too long. We do want to get stuck in stuff. But I've seen so many people like flying.
Okay.
Yeah, and thanks for hanging out with us. I know it's late for some.
Oh my God, this is so chaotic and awful.
Morning coffee watching us here.
Hey, those of you on YouTube, did YouTube send out an alert?
New York, the UK, Rhode Island, Canada.
Did y'all get a YouTube alert?
France by there. Fenris.
Yeah,
thanks for tuning in for Fenris. It's really hard to get good Wi-Fi in Fenris as well. So good job on doing that. Got to be like within a few hundred meters of the Fang, I think. Yeah, the Wi-Fi. There's no other signal. There's no other signal anywhere.
Following it around.
Absolutely.
There we go. Understood.
Cool. All right. Well, I think we probably should jump into.
Okay. Woo! Got everything out. Woo! We're good. We're good. We got it. We're good. We're golden. We're golden. Why can I not full screen it? There. That's good enough. Okay. Oh, there he is. That's Orcon the Diviner, right? How is everyone? Hello. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be like super bright because of the way this stupid.
If you've been watching,
I did like an emergency. Shut up. I don't care about your Necrons. I had to like emergency deal with a whole thing.
Yeah, this is a new
Okay.
multi-part plastic Orcan the
Whew.
It's a very cool new
How is everyone? Hello. Scuff Master, dude, so scuffed. Wow, that's a really nice. I do like the mini design. That looks really cool. I like how he has like a scarab back piece. So, just to be clear, I have not seen the leaks. I have avoided the leaks. I know one thing that's coming that I predicted ages ago is finally happening, which is it's really good that the story is being predictable. That's good. Like, I'm glad that all of the build up to this character coming out was accurate, and I'm so fucking excited. Why are we on the Lorebeards overlay? Because it's scuffed, okay? Because I thought the stream was not starting. I thought the stream was not starting for another 2 hours. So this thing is like emergency slapped together. So fucking deal with it. Just deal with it, all right? This is as good as it's gonna be for right now. It's gonna be scuffed. Just buckle in, put on your helmets, and hold on for dear life.
Do tend to kind of enhance themselves
like experiment, maybe
yeah, a little bit. Yeah, there's a bit of kind of arcane mad scientist about this guy as well.
Okay, I can relax now. Oh my dear lord. Yeah, I don't know why the fuck I thought it was at 11. I would have sworn it was going to start at 11. And just nope. Nope. Starts at fucking.
Which are on their way as well. So there's lots of new Necro characters coming and the brand new codex, which is
like so. This is the second time I've been fucked up as far as when this started, because I thought it was last Friday, and then I found out no, it's this Friday, and I was like, oh well, it starts at 11. No, it starts at 9. What's this? Is it just movie stuff? Oh, it's a Crusade book. Okay, so this is like a storybook. I wonder if it's gonna have like actual new lore. Because yeah, the Pariah Nexus, I feel like they announced everything to do with the Pariah Nexus, and then we just never got the story of what the fuck happened there. So I guess they're finally going back to it. I'm coming from the realm of Hish. I am full white boy mode today because so Streamlabs, it's the thing that I'm able to see the chat on, but for some fucking reason, garbage reason, I will add, the company that makes Streamlabs doesn't have a dark mode, because they fucking hate people, I guess. The garbagely designed system that it doesn't have. Okay, hold on, I can fix it now actually. In the same time, the Adeptus Mechanicus very interested. So like they do this, it has to be like brilliant bright white, which is like the worst, especially because my camera, I don't know how to internet and my camera settings are trash. So I have like literally no idea how to make my OBS make me not blindingly white. I mean, even more than I already am in real life. Or you enjoyed the story of pop out chat. Okay. Because I like having night mode or dark mode or whatever the fuck it's called. Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay, I fixed it. I should no longer be a second son. We've obviously talking an awful lot this tournament. VTuber, dude, I want to do a VTuber thing so bad, but it costs money that I don't have. Crusade, a huge success in the last few years. Okay, this is the next big, not just way to play, but also moving the story on of that particular part. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have this over here, so that if I need to change the way the camera is, where it's like focused on not me, because like presumably you're like, oh, I want to see what silly faces Lore Master of Sotek makes when something cool happens, and then we'll bring it up bigger.
And those Crusade books are basically
it's ridiculous how bright that is. Yeah.
War zones continue the narrative and the story in that location, and the next big one is going to be into the bright
okay,
which is pretty exciting.
That's awesome. We're just getting started.
Yeah. Right. Let's have a look at another new miniature that's on its way for Warhammer 40,000.
Here's our legally mandated Space Marine. I like the smoke effects. Keep your secrets. All right, then.
Amazing.
Keep your secrets.
How many weapons does that guy have?
It certainly comes very well armed. This is Asmodee, the original interrogator chaplain of the Dark Angels, one of the most recognizable characters in Warhammer 40,000.
Asmodee.
A brand new plastic.
Prophet Knox, thank you for the 22 months.
Master of Repentance. One of the
How's everyone doing, by the way? How are y'all? Are y'all excited for when we get to the actually interesting reveals? Which means, you know, past 40K. He's got a shovel. I don't think that's wow, that helmet is actually really weird looking. Like it's not bad, but it's like he's got like studs in his helmet. Gravedigger Asmodee. I'm gonna grab another bottle of water real quick, guys. So give me a hot second while y'all enjoy everyone's favorite torture porn Space Marine
option if you want, which is the kind of classic Asmodee that you guys will recognize from the current miniature, but also the classic miniature and some of the classic artwork we've seen. But we've never seen what's underneath that hood before, and now we can find out. It turns out it's a skull helmet. Who'd have known, right? So it's a chaplain. You've got some very, very imposing weaponry there, an enormous great caliber-knight greatsword, Crozius Arcanum, of course, with the kind of winged angel. On his back, he's got his pistol. He's also got some implements of torture in case he manages to get hold of a fallen or even one of the enemies know their location.
Okay.
You've got a back pack on him there. You can either have kind of drifting smoke and essence, or if you want to paint it up really nicely, or if you maybe don't really fancy painting lots of smoke effects, it's not your jam. You can absolutely just have a plain.
That collar, it reminds me of those things that you'd see in the Goofy movies, like the head braces they used to put on people back in the day to like help keep their heads straight.
To use. This is the kind of classic one, I suppose. The other thing to call out there, if you're a Fallen Angels fan like me, the plastic Fallen Angels.
As a Dark Angels player, this is what I'm here for. Awesome, dude.
Pretty cool.
There's one for you.
Was this about Lord Bears becoming a cult? I have not heard that.
There to me, with I think a sword.
We're not a cult,
so maybe not
legally anyway.
But you know, still nice to see them represented.
This just screams Dark Angels. This is the
It's
art
so-
jumping off.
Oh,
the
it's so
page.
goth. I love the ludicrously oversized sword. Absolutely ridiculous. Like Space Marines have very over the top.
That's smoke. Yes, that is smoke.
That sword is a statement piece.
Nothing is too big for 40K.
No one got thank you so much for the 3 months. Appreciate it, dude.
Over the top. But speaking of enormous great
AOS sucks. I disagree immensely. You suck.
Which is the
how about that, huh?
Knights. This is a new Terminator.
Chunky Terminators. Nah, Age of Sigmar is fucking base, dude. AOS is great.
I got to see these. You know, they are amazing. Look at that. Just brutish, just intimidating, coming across the battlefield. Who does not love the impending march?
Like, I am more excited today for the Age of Sigmar reveals than anything else.
This has been a great year for Terminator fans. We've had a brand new unit in the Leviathan box set at the launch of the new edition of Warhammer 40,000.
No reveal video? Yeah, no, they just kind of threw them out there. They're like, here's your damn Deathwing Knights.
Chaplains, new Terminator Librarians, new Terminator Captains, and now we're starting to see some of the specialized
chunky boys
of the chapters come forth, and the first amongst them is, of course,
Age of Sigmar fantasy. I am more excited for Age of Sigmar today than I am for the fantasy reveals.
Perhaps
unless the fantasy reveal is something crazy. Like, I know it's gonna be Tomb Kings, but unless it's like Sttream or something, I am far more excited for the AOS reveals.
Here in a second.
Yeah, there's some options in this kit which is worth calling out. So Deathwing Knights at the moment obviously have their maces. There is a build in this kit with enormous, great caliber knight swords, and for me as well, like obviously The
Need to
Dark
build your
Angels
Lumineth?
are
I need to
synonymous with
finish
sword.
putting
The
together on my
symbol of
Nighthaunt.
the chapter itself is that broken sword representing all sorts of stuff in the kind of mythology of the Dark Angels. Even the symbol of the Dark Angels and the Deathwing themselves hint at the secrets within the chapter, the broken sword, representing literally the broken sword of the lion, but also the breaking of the Legion and the kind of fight against treachery sort of thing.
Aren't the Dark
on the
Angels
shields themselves,
like?
swords,
Isn't their
and
lore
Caliban
like
swords
kind of a mess
particularly,
right now
hark back
because
to the
like
very
the lion
origins
is
of the
back
Legion and the kind of
and he's forgiving
Knights
people,
Caliban sort of
and
thing.
that's like
Part of which
against
I've read
their
that
entire
story way
thing.
back in the day, not become a fan
They
of
just
it.
Like
super like
against
swords, I guess, is
what
what I'm
most
getting
of
at. They
them
really
want.
like swords.
They're like,
But they
no, we
also
want to
like
torture everybody. And
enormous
Lionel
amazing
Johnson's like, no, stop it, quit being morons.
as a,
You're watching
amazing
Valrak at the same
wielding
time.
Deathwing Knight unit,
I
much like the current,
would do that if
units
it
of
weren't for the fact I know it would distract
current
me.
smaller
Am I
tokens.
okay? Yeah, I'm good.
So if you've still got some of those old
I'm
tokens,
awesome.
you can still use them.
How is Age of Sigmar better than Fantasy? I didn't say Age of Sigmar was better than Fantasy. I said I was more excited for the Age of Sigmar reveals today than I am for the Fantasy reveals. And that's because the Age of Sigmar reveal is going to be USHORAN, who I have been waiting for USHORAN to get a tabletop mini since before I was born, because USHORAN is like a really fucking old character and he's finally getting a mini, which is fucking fantastic. And the build up to USHORAN has been over the last 5 years of Age of Sigmar, so it's been a really awesome amount of build up to a pretty major character. Plus, Age of Sigmar is just a really good tabletop game, and the lore is really fun, and it's moving pretty consistently. Like, a lot of really interesting things happen, and special characters fight each other, and people die, and it's interesting. How is the vehicle crash situation playing out? So my old car, I had to, unfortunately, the insurance declared it totaled, and I couldn't afford the repairs because the first company I dealt with who totaled it was like, oh, it's going to be like $4,000 to repair it. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll pay it cash then. And then they were like, oh, haha, just kidding. It's going to be $14,000 to repair it. It was like, oh, all right. So I let them total my car and sell it for parts. But then I got a really nicely maintained 2003 Toyota Land Raider. I think it's the Land Raider. And it's immaculate how good of condition it's in. And I got it really cheap. And I'm really happy with it. Codex roadmap. This roadmap is confusing as fuck to look at.
Really soon, like really soon. So if you're fans of those armies, then
okay. So this winter is Necrons and Adeptus Mechanicus, and then it's Dark Angels, Orcs, Chaos Space Marines, Tau, and Adeptus Custodes in spring. That's a lot of codexes for spring. And then who's redacted?
I mean, it always comes. It's never too far away.
Who's going to be the redacted faction?
Today that the next two codexes following those releases in summer 2024
is that going to be a new faction? Or is that going to be very cool, very interesting? I wonder if that's going to be worth calling out on that spread of I wonder if that's going to be Slanesh. This is the 40k roadmap, guys. It's the 40k roadmap, not the fantasy roadmap. Space Skaven? No shit, dude. That would actually be kind of hype.
Yeah.
Space Skaven would be kind of like, that'd be kind of hype. Hey, Invincible Bread, thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate the sweet message. Thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Really excited talking. Hey, are y'all ready for Grom the Paunch on Sunday? We're doing a whole Lorebeard stream about Grom the Paunch, Grom the Fat. I'm very excited. It should be a lot of fun. It should be a lot of fun. Okay, I'm going to switch back to this screen. Okay.
Some of those codexes come with a lot of new models. So there's some cool stuff on the way.
Wow, cannot wait. I'm hyped.
I know you are.
Paul is like radiating energy. Like for a reveal stream, he almost has too much energy. Is Grom an AOS? No. No, that's a fantasy stream. Lorebeards is about Warhammer Fantasy.
On their way for one of our other.
Uh-oh. Stop. Nope. Work. Don't buffer. Uh-oh. No. Work. Damn you. There are 20,000 people watching the stream. Oh, here he comes! Oh, here he comes! No, look at the cavalry! Oh my god! Was that a new Vargol? Oh, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where's the king? Where's the king? Dude, look at those cavalry! They look so sick. Oh my god! Look at him! Oh my god, he's fucking huge! Dude, USHORAN is so big! Oh my god! Look at that fat ass! Oh.
The great nobility returns straight in their finery.
Oh my god!
A beautiful army
Holy
of knights
fuck.
and nobles and
Holy
mighty warriors
fuck.
added into the mortal realm.
Dude,
Probably the
USHORAN
most
looks
noble, most renowned,
amazing.
and the most
He's
handsome,
so
I think, of all the
big.
factions.
Gleaming
He's
armor, full of
so
flowers and life.
big!
Yeah, well, let's have a
Oh
look
my
at some of these
God.
models. That this is a phenomenal release for the Summer
Oh,
King and
Crypt
his
Guard.
warriors. This is the Crypt Guard, the noble defenders of the castle.
Dude, look how many new ghoul units there are. This is fucking
This is one of your elite
sick.
units, basically, for
The Burger King.
and they are armed with the best weapons available.
Gleaming
to them.
weaponry.
Gleaming weapons.
Oh
obviously well
my
maintained by their
god!
squires
Wow,
and courts.
ghouls with actual
As a
swords. That is an
particular,
upgrade.
note there to some of the
Dude,
fine
did I
heraldry on the
did I
flag.
just come?
Some
yeah,
really
I did.
lovely details there.
I think
I
I know
did.
them.
Yeah,
Bro, they showed off
this system
so
comes
much
with
shit.
some
So I'm
weapon
all at
options. You
once.
can either have them with swords.
Dude, ghouls
or
look
you can kit them out with
so good.
halberds,
Oh, they have
really
halberd
options in
variants.
terms of how you
Interesting.
want to kit them out and how you want to.
This ghoul's got some saggy
best
boobs.
Protect your king's realm, basically.
Look at this. Look at these things.
Amazing.
This is
Oh
one of
my
the units
god!
that
Look
we've
how
really been waiting for,
fucking
which
cool
is,
those
a
look.
heavy cavalry unit.
Finally,
mighty
ghoul
knights on the back of
cavalry.
fine and noble
Oh.
steeds. These guys can
Oh,
crash
it's so
into
good.
enemy formations.
Oh, it's
and
so
break them
good.
in the name of
The
honor and
Morbeg
dignity.
Knights.
Hope and light to all of their townsfolk.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I mean,
good
the
god.
forces of evil
Bro,
will
this
surely
is
fall
so
as these guys
fucking
crash into
good.
their lines, and
These
gleaming
look
knights
so
cut down enemy
fucking
champions
good.
and hordes of beasts alike.
Tremble as they thunder across the plains.
Oh
Some
man.
close-ups on some of these models. I think it's really nice to see the kind of heraldry come into the fore here. A really nice kind of palette, maybe. To
I
test
like
out some,
that the
bold
female
heraldic
ghouls are
schemes
just
on your
tits out.
models.
That's hilarious to me.
Brightness. Staggering.
Oh, the
This
new
guy is
Vargol!
a courtier.
Oh, dude, the Vargol!
He
Wow,
is
that's a
mighty
big
warrior
glow.
indeed. He's able to
That
take
is
on
a
somehow
huge glow up
superhuman
on the
feats of strength,
Vargol.
almost smash through
He's-
enemy
he-
formations.
I mean,
as
he's
if
very
he was
ghouly
some
now.
kind of great,
He's no longer
strong,
kind of like
powerful
an
beast.
insect
But
bat
as you can
hybrid.
see-
Larger than life. by his
Now
deeds
he's
alone.
a
As you
he's
can
a
see,
bat
a
ghoul.
gleaming champion of humanity.
That is so
that
much
can,
better looking.
Stand proud in the mortal
The
realm.
the
Beautiful
old
shots of
the old
back there
Vargol
showing
model is
full
like
heraldic panoply of his
6th edition Warhammer Fantasy.
And then we go at the cardinal there, allowing you to add some.
He's a
priests,
fucking ghoul
like
pope.
Some extra little kind of, priest abilities into your Age of Sigmar.
Oh, he's a yeah,
army,
it's a ghoul pope.
And again, a herald really of the of his courts and of his king, able to spread the good word.
Oh my god,
of
it
the
looks
court
so
to all
good.
the peoples of
I like the
realm.
heart that he,
finery
oh, he's got
inspiring
like the
presence.
whole like upper body.
And the royal
Ooh, royal
decapitator. So we
decapitator?
saw,
Dude,
the
so many
Grand
new
Justice
models.
earlier on. In this
There's
month, and
so
we
many
see
new
these,
models.
Giving the proclamations of the king's justice as fair and righteous.
Dude, this is
but
gonna be a
often, unfortunately, some of,
fan-fucking
the
faction now.
justices need to,
There's so
the
many
traditional
minis
respect
now.
is decapitation, and when
Like
that's true,
ghouls are
this
gonna be a
guy,
full range. Finally,
stoically steps forward to deliver.
they've always
that
kind of felt like a
unfortunate
half
With the
range.
sharpest
This
and
is
steadiest
like
blows, obviously showing
Of
mercy.
course,
and
yeah,
grace.
it is really a mercy.
Oof.
It is really a mercy. And all of this will be coming in a well. Some of this
that
will
is
be coming
terrifying
in a new
artwork.
army box, which is available the first time you'll be able to get your hands on the battle tome.
Yep,
but
classic
also,
army
the
box.
first time you get able to get your hands on lots of these new plastic kits. This is the contents of that army set.
Ooh,
Loads
that
of
is a
really cool stuff
really
to wear.
good box set.
I mean, seriously, look,
That
it's
is a
amazing.
really good box set. It's nothing
Yeah,
but the new
really
minis.
Beautiful detail things. This
And
is
it comes with the army book.
Special edition
Nice.
battle tome there, and obviously you can build these guys in lots of different ways. So I think we're going to see a lot of these on the battlefield of the Mortal.
Very
Kombat
good.
soon.
Oh,
This
the
guy,
Mortarch
this
of
guy, the king
Delusion.
himself,
He's a
usher in the
Mortarch.
Mortarch
Dude,
of
I
Delusion,
called it.
Nagash's
I
most
called this
noble and
years
most
ago.
fastidious champion,
I
a
predicted
hero
this
of the world
years
who
ago.
was, still lives. From the
Dude,
noble
this
line
is
of the
USHORAN
Warriors,
from
obviously
Warhammer
tracing its
Fantasy.
lineage
This is what
all the way
USHORAN
back
would have
to
looked
the
like
ancient
in
realm
Warhammer
of
Fantasy.
Lamia
Look
in
how
the,
fucking awesome he
borders of the
looks.
old world.
This is absolutely spectacular.
This is
You know,
old world
look
USHORAN. Like this is
It's
what he
such a
would have
good
looked like.
model.
That's
It's
how
just, I
big
think,
this
one of
fucker
the
is.
best models.
Fantasy
kind of
USHORAN
Age
looks
of
better.
Sigmar,
There
which
is no
says
fantasy
there's some
USHORAN. Shut
absolute
up,
stunning
hello.
stuff in there. But a painter's dream. This model is very big, so there's been some.
Wasn't he always a Mortarch? No, Mortarchs are different than head vampires. Those are different classifications.
The accoutrements and the jewelry that's on that model.
Oh my God, he looks so fucking good.
But we'll have some pictures of this on the Warhammer.
He's got like people's faces and his cloak. He is the Lord of Masks, after all. Dude, USHORAN looks fucking amazing. So he is the first. He is the first monster Mortarch. Look how big he is.
The cool thing about
the Mad King rises.
Is that we've heard an awful lot about the Summer King, about USHORAN.
Oh, the Summer King, dude!
Of Delusion of the Gash.
God, I am so fucking happy, dude. I am so fucking happy.
It was never a model. There's never been a model for this guy, right? So
USHORAN, 40 years, USHORAN has never had a model, and he finally does. He finally has a model after 40 years.
So a very exciting release for.
Oh my God!
But let's have a look at another game system and see what's on the way.
Don't. Oh great, more AOS. Dude, let me breathe. Let me breathe. Oh, we got new Cruel Boys. Ooh, I like the musician. So it's a new Cruel Boys warband. Think Stella. I just realized I'm gonna have to edit this video to cut out all the music because Games Workshop is fucking stupid and uses a
new faction for Warhammer Underworlds. Underworlds Heralded is one of the tightest and most competitive games ever released.
We'll have to just mess up the audio.
Cruel Boys faction for Warhammer Underworlds. We have seen.
Granted, I'll just make a reaction video. Like I'll just make a reaction, or I'll make a video talking about my reaction. I'll just leave this up as a whatever thing.
Dagog's Stab Lads.
Dagog's Stab Lads. Those look pretty cool. I really like the musician. Like the musician would make a really cool addition to a Cruel Boy unit. A lonely Stormcast playing as a lord.
And using various magics of Mork, take the
Knocks a Battlefield. Thanks for the bits, dudes. Why so spindly? It's not right. Well, these are Cruel Boys. Cruel Boys are Morky Orcs. They're not Gorky Orcs.
Kind of an interesting kind of archetype within the Cruel Boys. So you've got the kind of sneaky one on the far right there with the knife. You've got the one that's like a little bit of.
They're the cunning lads that are all sneaky and spindly light. Spindly like.
One fun thing about the Hornblower is that the Horn of Kragnos. So when he sounds that, the other Orcs can kind of hear the rumble of their god.
Oh, the Horn of Kragnos.
And then you've got Dagog himself, who's the leader. So it's a really fun, very thematic.
They're weak Orcs. I mean, they are physically weaker, but they use poisons and really cheap tactics.
Good, well-rounded warband that can fight pretty well. They are Orcs. So
they're asshole Orcs is the best way I would describe them.
Also have a few tricks to help them out, so they don't fight fair.
All right, so okay, just curious, is there anybody in chat that saw the is there anybody in chat that saw the new the new ghoul stuff and is like all in? Their bodies make you think of hobgoblins. They are very similar to Warhammer Fantasy hobgoblins. Yeah. They're very close. They're a little bigger than hobgoblins would be. Well, they're a fair bit bigger, but they're bigger and stronger than hobgoblins. But they have a very similar body build. Yeah, it looks like a good number of people are like, hell yeah.
Come with a full rivals deck and all the cards and things you need to play.
Gotta get a second job so I can afford another army now.
This is a really nice way to kind of get a new warband for Warhammer.
Yes, okay. Looks like quite a few people are looking happy for ghouls. Yeah, dude, that USHORAN in Total War Warhammer 3. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. That is the USHORAN I want in Total War Warhammer 3 for the Strigoi, for like the Vampire Bloodlines DLC. That should be the USHORAN they use because that is perfect. That is exactly what USHORAN is supposed to be. Oh, this is Horus Heresy. Okay, so I can eat a pill.
How cool is that? Folks have been saying, we need infantry, we need infantry.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, but we've finally got new plastic assault marines are very much here for Warhammer, the Horus Heresy. They are in beaky armor, which I think, for me, feels like the most appropriate armor for assault marines, because they look like pointed, right? They look like they can go fast.
They do.
They
That's
look
like
a bit like a plane.
aerodynamic.
Absolutely,
you know,
right?
heading that
So
direction.
that's what you want if you've got a jump pack. They are a multi-part plastic kit. You've got everything you need in this box set to make that unit into
Exactly the same for Fantasy? Yes, exactly the same.
Unit, or
I would use the exact same model of USHORAN in AOS and Fantasy. I think he should look the exact
some
same.
legions kind of favor certain things, right? So your shield is particularly cool if you've got something like a kind of siege-esque sort of force. So your Imperial Fists, your Iron Warriors, also things like Ultramarines, where they have that kind of shield wall kind of aesthetic going for them. If you want a more well-rounded...
Is this new? I have no fucking idea. I don't pay... The Horus Heresy is literally everything I dislike about 40k slammed into one setting with all of the redeeming parts cut out. So I do not pay attention to it. USHORAN should look, what, like 600 years younger? No, USHORAN would look pretty much the same, because you have to remember that Age of Sigmar takes place more like millions of years after Fantasy, but a lot of those millions of years were like literally everybody was dead or somewhere else in like other dimensions and stuff, and then they all kind of made their way back. But USHORAN has been dead for a really long time, but Nagash resurrected him during the Age of Myth in Age of Sigmar.
Space War Force, and you want to get some Sky Claws in there or something like that, that'd be a fine choice. Or if you wanted a more classic look to your assault squad for something like Iron Warriors in Warhammer 40.
I mean, I love the retro feel to this. Like like the technology is not quite there, not quite as
World, you're welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed Blackhearts. Blackhearts is very good. It is an excellent trilogy.
Jump packs work with Space Marines, because the Space Marine itself is like a ton.
Like Blackhearts would make for a really good tabletop adventure, I think, or like a CRPG video game that like follows the story. It would do very, very well at that.
In Warhammer the Horus Heresy, because
I mean, granted, if you were going to give me a CRPG, I would demand that it should be the enemy within. But if you were going to do like a more narrative focused video game, or just a like a TV series, Blackhearts would be really good for that. You're the most prominent in the Horus Heresy, or are you the best part? Kabanda, you're the best part of the Horus Heresy, because you get your ass kicked just constantly, which is what you deserve after showing up in the end times. So I will give it that.
I know a lot of
I'll give it that one saving grace. At least Kabanda's getting the crap slapped out of him. Oh. Vroom vroom. What is this? Oh, it's Necromunda. It's like a little dune buggy. It's not Kroot. Are we expecting Kroot? I haven't heard anything about Kroot. Warhammer cart win.
folks may recognize that profile.
Hey, Brandon, how you doing, brother?
Yeah, so this is the Taurus
Good to see you.
Venator for Necromunda.
Just look at the 40k infantry and it feels so boring compared to AOS infantry. To be fair, I think just about everything will feel boring compared to AOS infantry. AOS infantry has like a massive, stupid amount of character.
Who might be either undermining law or more likely undermining the...
You know that isn't what I meant?
To make sure that there's none of that. The Taurus Venator, the Palatine enforcers are able to get access to this. You might recognize the Taurus Venator from Astra.
I thought Necromunda was more like a skirmish type game. Do they have like big vehicles now? I didn't think something this like big would be Necromunda.
Significantly, I suppose, more durable and advanced than some of the things that they're coming up against in the Ash Waste. They are well equipped, so much like the Palatine enforcers themselves, which tend to have better armor, better weapons, but far fewer models than some of the gangs they go up against. The Taurus Venator,
Ash Waste is big on vehicles. Oh, okay.
Pick for your transportation across the Ash Waste.
I love the different weapon options here. Those look so cool. And
AOS models, especially the important characters, are a bit too busy. That's fair. Though I will say some factions are much busier than others. Like, I actually really enjoy like a lot of the Nighthaunt characters because they're not crazy busy. Like they, you know, they're wispy, And they got like some cool effects around them, but they're not like just packed with a bunch of like random details compared to like as much as I really like the new Seraphon minis, like the new Slon are very busy. Give Beastmen are probably not going to be for a hot while. I've heard pretty reliably that Skaven are probably going to be getting a ton of new stuff because Skaven are supposed to be the big bads at the start of 4th edition.
Yeah, I mean, Necromunda to some
AOS.
extent is like a microcosm of the whole Warhammer 40,000 universe, right? Which is like this planet. Which is just
I desperately want new Beastmen. I'm hoping the Beastmen are going to get some pretty big updates in the old world, because in the old world, the Beastmen are one of the only factions that are going to be in the old world that have a very, very outdated range.
Horrifically corrupt. That every single gang is trying to do something horrible. There are cannibals in the basement, and
dude, USHORAN was so fucking good. I kind of wish they had saved it for the end, because I'm kind of like I hit a high and now I'm sort of like coming down from it.
I've also seen a couple of robots.
Oh wait, we still got Tomb Kings to do. We still got Tomb Kings. Never mind. Never mind. I got a second shot at me, guys. I just remembered. I'm gonna get a second hit.
Very well. So if you're looking for like an alternate ridge runner or something like that, I think that would zoom into that slot quite happily. There's much like the Orcs, there's something to be said for having a little bit of a hodgepodge look to your G-Stiller cult force as well. So I think I might iron that up for my G-Stillers. I think I might swoop in there as well. Which obviously, man,
Nagash almost has all of his Mortarks now. So Nagash has 6 Mortarks. Out of 9. Like Nagash.
We got kill team. I'm getting excited. Sorry guys, I forgot the order there. We do have a little bit more Warhammer 40,000 in the shape of the next kill team. So
he was about to skip kill team. He was about to go straight to fantasy. Eddie knows what's up. Ooh. Look at these nasty looking fuckers. Oh, these Night Lords. Oh, we got more. Slow down. Surprise Shenyang. Shenyang should not be playable. Shenyang is way too big to be playable. Shenyang is like, that is a character in the background that if we're lucky, we get artwork of him. Oh, those look pretty cool. The Night Lords actually look pretty cool. I like their helmets. They're very vampire count. All right. Okay. Isn't there a Lady of Flesh for Mortarks? Not stuck on the banner. No. So there's only with USHORAN there's only 6 because it's Catacross, the 3 Catacross, Manfred, Neferata, Archon the Black, USHORAN now, and Lady Olinder. There are probably going to be 3 more. I imagine there will be 1 more vampire that gets added. And there will probably be a necromancer character at some point. Like, it would be cool to get a necromancer Mortark, maybe get like a blood dragon, which are called the Castellan, a Castellan one. Could the Dragon Emperor be playable in Age of Sigmar? If Cathay existed in Age of Sigmar, yes, the Celestial Dragon Emperor could be playable. Because Age of Sigmar literally lets you have gods. Any Age of Sigmar fantasy revealed? Yes, you missed all the new ghoul models, the Flesh Eater Courts, including fucking USHORAN. And USHORAN looks so good. Oh yeah, they brought back Krell. Dude, I would kill for them to bring back Krell as the Mortark of Despair.
And goodness knows what kind of fell rituals have gone.
Krell was my favorite Mortark. I hope he comes back. I'm still going to hunt you down. Because Krell would still work really well because he's kind of more of a classic skeleton, not a Ossiarch Bone Reaper, which are different. Like if they gave us Krell, a Necromancer character, and a Castellan vampire, I think I would be like super happy.
These are all legionaries to some extent.
Do not say Resin Krell. Do not. do not.
Those
look really good. Those look really good.
very reminiscent of the Night Haunter from.
Bring back Luther Harkin. Harkin would be cool.
Same vibe. You can definitely see that gene
I would
working
not
down.
be upset if they gave us Vampire Pirates or Vampire Coast in Age of Sigmar. I would be really, really happy if we got Vampire Coast. I don't think they're ever going to do it, but it'd be awesome if they did. Abarash would be really cool. Supposedly Abarash is in Age of Sigmar, but he kind of vanished really fast, and he barely has been talked about since.
And of course, the leader of your warband has a flayed cloak.
Is Kill Team easier to jump into? I would assume so. It's a much smaller game because it's one warband per side generally. So I would imagine it's very easy to jump into.
Yeah, obviously, Space Marines in Kill Team of all flavors are very powerful and potent, and they come with all the things that you'd want them to be able to do. That unit
so are the Night Lords a standalone box? Or are they a versus box?
Right now, how can I get as many of these in my force as I can?
I mean, I don't know. We might be able to cut back to the full unit shot, but one of the things that you will notice is that I think you have enough shoulder pads in there so that every single one of them can have the Night Lord's Legion symbol on the shoulder if they're not a kind of specialist, which is pretty cool. So lends itself very well to
Age of Sigmar Vampire Coast versus the Caradron Overlords. That would be pretty cool. Caradron Overlords versus Vampire Pirates would actually look really awesome.
Quite happily kind of put these guys.
There are still like so many factions in Age of Sigmar that are talked about and hinted at that are not playable, which is so funny. Like, goddamn, that game still has so much more it can do.
Night Lords have a very fanatical fan base.
Night Lords are versus themselves. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
They have indeed. Like to look at some comments in the chat, like, well, I guess I got to learn how to paint lightning now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, you can probably get away with not painting the lightning on them, but you can.
What would be your recommended paint for a beginner? I would recommend actually talking or like checking out a YouTube channel that specializes in painting, which there are a ton of. I am not a skilled painter at all in the slightest. Some people are really big into, like, you have to decide whether you want to do paint by hand or air what is it, air spray, air paint, or whatever, because like, oh, what's this? Whoa, Tomb Kings! It's a fucking Tomb King dragon. Oh, but it looks like it's a construct. Bro, that is a good looking centerpiece. Ooh, that's a big boy. Damn. That is oh, he's got a cat in his seat. That's hilarious. That's a very nice looking mini. I am not happy about the skeletons. I am really not that happy about the skeletons. I'm curious what they're gonna say about this. The old skeletons.
That is indeed a very big, impressive new multi-part plastic Necrolith Bone Dragon available for the Tomb Kings.
A Necrolith Bone Dragon.
Tomb Kings will be an army released and supported alongside.
Oh, it's a Tomb King. Okay, good. It's a Tomb King on Bone Dragon.
Warhammer the Old World on its way very early next year.
That's pretty nice.
A phenomenal plastic kit. Very different sort of bone dragon than the zombie dragons that we've seen in the world, ridden by vampires. Almost like a crocodilian sort of head to it, and far less.
I'm okay with it.
Perhaps than
I like how distinct of a dragon it is.
A very impressive model. The Tomb King obviously riding high at the top of that to give him.
I'm curious if this is going to be a true construct or if it's like a legit bone dragon.
Have a Tomb King in your army. He is the kind of linchpin general unit of your army, and you want to keep him nice and safe. And what safer place could there be than perched atop the back of an enormous undead construct? This is the
model looks really good.
So as well as being able to build him as a Tomb King,
you could put a Lich Priest on it. Damn,
Necrolith Bone Dragon.
Dude, look at the like vulture creature.
Dwelling on. So
there's a lot going on. There is a lot going on with this mini.
Kind of maybe like an endless spell or something that he's kind of created and constructed out of the sand.
Yeah, it looks like he's creating that bird out of sand.
Details on there. Of,
dude, that looks amazing.
There. That's probably what.
Look, he's got the scales like weighing someone's heart behind him.
And the gaseous curse has wizened him.
Oh, that's really nice.
Skull details. Kind of
that's really nice.
Worship of death that obviously occurred within the land of Khemri itself.
I do like that it doesn't look like a regular dragon. Like it looks like the Tomb King's either built a dragon
I think,
out of bones.
Rude not to include at least one in your Tomb
because it's much more. It does not look like a typical Warhammer dragon. It's a very distinct bone structure.
High priest. You get a Tomb King, which you can use as
look!
or a Tomb Prince on foot.
That's really cool. Tomb King or Tomb Prince.
So,
I love the flail. Look at that flail.
And in Warhammer, the old world, much like Warhammer Fantasy.
I also like that these characters. Oh, so you can build the Tomb King on foot, is what they're saying. Okay.
Undead force. You want to make sure you've got.
That's really nice.
Your army moving forward.
That's really nice. That's a good kit.
I think even if
no, it's plastic. It's a plastic kit. That's a really nice kit. Like it gives you a character on foot and a full monstrous character on a giant fucking base.
I love the contrast of
Bring back the Sphinxes. Bring back the Sphinxes.
Make its way onto this otherwise just bone motif here.
Yeah, loads. I think the thing that's nice about this is I think you'll paint up fairly quickly, right?
I will say I really hope there's more for the Tomb Kings coming than just this.
Most of it, the bone structure done quite quickly, and then you could really take your time over the kind of golden detail and the gems.
I'm really worried that all of the skeletons are going to be the old minis, which are going to be hideous.
I don't actually know if we have.
He said the bone. It is a construct. Awesome. Good. Yeah, this is great. This is a kick-ass mini. This is awesome. Very nice.
Which is included in the kit as well. I don't know if the cat actually has a profile. I think it might just be an aesthetic addition to the kit.
The room where we did this live also erupted, so you're in good company wanting that picture as well.
Yeah, but such a cool model. There's loads of bits in this as well. So if you build it as the Tomb King and you kind of keep the Lich Priest separate, you've got loads of different bits to kind of mix into the rest of your army and kind of jazz up your chariots and units and stuff like that. So it's a really, really fun model. This is on its way with a bunch of other new Tomb King things launching very early in 2024 alongside lots of the Bretonnian stuff that we've seen already. So it's a very.
Do they always make constructs out of bones? Tomb King constructs are made out of a combination of bone, marble, stone, obsidian, and rare gems.
You can look at that and you can kind of.
It depends.
He's quite a big infantry model in his own right, but he's standing, at 5 or 6 times the height of a human infantry model. So a very big, imposing model. You can imagine this thing just smashing through regiments.
People are very excited about the old world.
Yeah,
looks fragile as hell.
Got me excited even more.
Do you mean like the actual mini? I mean, it looks reasonably
afraid,
designed.
Guys, that is the last of our previews. We've seen loads of
cool really. That's it.
Sigmar stuff, a new Mortarch return.
I have mixed feelings about the Tomb King reveal. I have mixed feelings about the Tomb King reveal. Like the mini itself is awesome, but I was really hoping we were going to get more. I was really hoping we were going to get more information on like what models they were going to be bringing back. Like it looked like some of the it looked like the skeleton spearmen were the old skeletons, which sucks because I don't think they look good.
For a bunch of reasons. Like if you've been following the lore of Warhammer for a long time, you'll know that character USHORAN was a pivot to some of the major events of the old world, the fall of the various vampire dynasties and the rise of the kind of Strigoi in the old world, and then obviously the rise of the flesh eater courts in the mortal realms. So his story,
Tomb King's range is much more recent than Bretonia's. Not really. The only thing in Bretonia that was newer than, or the only thing in the Tomb Kings that was newer than Bretonia was like the Necropolis Knights, the Sepulchral Stalkers, the Sphinxes, and that's pretty much it. Like the vast majority of the Tomb King range is just as old as the Bretonia range. I'm pretty sure the Ushabti. No, the Ushabti did get 8th edition sculpts because that's when they released the Bow Ushabti. So the Ushabti are 8th edition. The Tomb Scorpions, I'm pretty sure, are 6th. Like the Tomb Scorpions are 6th. All of the Skeleton Chariots are 6th edition. All of the Skeleton Infantry are 6th edition. So the Skeleton Spearmen, Skeleton Archers, the Tomb Guard, the both variants of Chariots, the Screaming Skull Catapult, those are all 6th edition, which are old as
The cat's
fuck.
gonna be there, I'm pretty sure.
It will be. Eddie, it's been a pleasure. And chat, it's been awesome. We'll see y'all next time, everybody.
Goodbye.
At least I think the Tomb Guard are 6. All right. Wow, that was a really fast show. They blitzed through that. They absolutely blitzed through that. Like, good Lord. It's almost like they were in a rush to get out of there. Normally they take their time with it. Okay, so that was the reveal show. Pretty fast, to be honest. Like the ghoul part, they could have stretched that out, to be honest. Normally they don't reveal like the entire range all at once. All right. Interesting. Yeah, oh no, wait. No, the Tomb Guard were 8th edition. Yeah, okay, so the Tomb Guard are fine. Yeah, the Tomb Guard look fine. So it's the skeleton warriors, right, the horsemen. So the skeleton chariots, the skeleton horsemen, the skeleton warriors, the casket of souls, the screaming skull catapult, the bone giant, Sttream, the tomb heralds. Those are all the 6th edition old as fuck stuff. But yeah, like the Sphinxes are fine. They do not need to do new minis for the Sphinxes. They don't need to do new minis for the Ushopti. They don't need to do new minis for the Tomb Guard. Prince Apophis looks great. The old Tomb Kings look great. I think the Lich Priests might be a little out of date as well. Yeah, Sttream has to get a new mini. They'd be damn fools not to do a new mini for Sttream. Okay, so that's the end of the show. What are our thoughts? What'd y'all think? Did you like it? You hate it? You think it was cool? You have some critiques? What are y'all thinking? Give me like a what out of 5? What out of 5? I think Age of Sigmar made out like a bandit. Like Age of Sigmar by far got the best reveals, in my opinion. Like curb stomped all the other reveals. The Tomb King Dragon was good. Like really good. Like the Tomb King Dragon I was pretty happy with. But I would have really liked more than that. I thought this was going to be like the Tomb King reveal. This kind of felt like just what they did with like when Bretonia, when they did the first reveal and it was literally like just the damsel and the unicorn or the lady, oh fuck, I can't remember her name. But like the special character and they like showed just her and that was it. Is kind of what it felt like. Yeah. Okay. So it seems like if you really like the ghouls, it was like a 5 out of 5. But if you don't really care about ghouls, then it was either a 3 out of 5 or a 2 out of 5. So it seemed like if you're a big ghoul player or a ghoul person, it's great. If you're not a big ghoul person, it was meh. But yeah, Lady Duchard. Thank you. It's like I knew it started with a D. I just couldn't remember what it was. Yeah, 40K. The 40K reveals were kind of weak. Just 2 characters. I mean, granted, they were special characters, which special characters are nice, and getting the roadmap is probably good for the 40K player base. But yeah, the Night Lord looks really good. I thought the Night Lords looked fine. Like I thought those reveals were pretty good. But yeah, cool. All right. I don't really have anything to add on that. Yeah, man, the old world's gonna be kind of weird, to be honest. Like I'm I am not worried about how fun the old world will be to play. I'm actually feeling really, really good about the rules so far. But I am feeling kind of weird about what the strategy is for the old world, because so much of the range is old. Like the vast majority of the range looks like it's going to be old as fuck. Like not just 8th edition, but like 6th and 5th edition. You know, we're talking about like early 2000s, late 90s stuff, which is just kind of like, oh, I mean, all right, I guess. Okay, for one sec though, we just have to look at this one more time. Hold on. We just have to appreciate this Chad. This king among kings. Let's see if I can. Like, oh my god, dude. Oh my god, he looks so good. He looks so good. I'm also kind of like, I'm curious how expensive the Warhammer Fantasy kits are going to be, because they are literally going to be bringing back kits that back in the 2000s cost you like $20 to $30. Like 10 skeletons would be like $25, or actually probably more like 20 skeletons for like $25 to $30. But like if they've increased their price like they have for everything else, they're going to be charging like $60 for kits that are over 20 years old, which is like fucking ridiculous. Yeah, dude, USHORAN, what a fucking like Thunder Chad level character. All right, dudes. That's gonna be it for this stream. I do have to do some I would like to record some videos, but I was like prepared to do a pretty late evening of streaming. So I think what we're gonna do is that I'm gonna get off this stream. I'm gonna end this stream because it's, you know, relevant. And I think I'm gonna go pop over on Twitch to do, I might play some like Total War. I could play Realms of Ruin, but I kind of just want to ramble. And Realms of Ruin, like if I'm gonna play it, I want to play the story campaign, which means I shouldn't be talking, I shouldn't be rambling. So I think I'm gonna go stream on Twitch, and we're probably gonna play like Vermintide or Total War, one of the two. I like that USHORAN's crown is literally like growing out of the back of his head, or out of his head. Like it looks like his flesh has split apart so his crown could come out, made of bone, which is fucking awesome. So anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna end the stream, and then I'm gonna boot back up on Twitch. So if you're on YouTube and you don't want to bother joining us on Twitch, no problem. I hope you have a lovely evening. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you had a blast. For anyone that wants to keep chatting and just hang out or whatever, please come join me over at twitch.tv/Lordmaster of Sotek, where we're gonna continue doing some stuff. So thanks for watching. Take care, and bye-bye. Bye, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye.